Welcome to the first episode of Sean's Gig Journal. This is where we're going to be looking at gigs that I've been to, or going to, or some new music releases, things like that. And today we're going to start with the first gig, which is Psychedelic Porn Crumpet, played at Newcastle University. So just to tell you a little bit about the Psychedelic Porn Crumpet, they came about 10 years ago. I think the first album was 2016. Come from Australia, so like a psychedelic rock band. They sound like other bands from that era and place, like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Tame Impala, the Aussies. Maybe there's a bit of the Datsuns about them. Bit garage rock, progressive rock, stoner rock. The first album they released was High Visceral, which was in 2016. I think they've got about 8 albums out since then, so they've been quite active. The newest album, which is Pogo Rodeo, came out at the end of last year, I think October time. So I've been blasting that loads, listening to that in the build up of this gig. Really good album. Really enjoyed it. Just as fresh as when they first come out. Seem to be getting, stronger with each album. The gig was excellent. It was at Newcastle University. I haven't been there for about 20 years. Last time I was there was probably when I was a student myself. I think probably it's like the Music or the Vines was the last gig I went to there. So you're going back quite a while. Different, but still cool. Still a cool place to go for gigs. Didn't get there late-ish because just finished work, trek through Newcastle. By the time we get there, missed the support band really, but caught about maybe 2 minutes right at the end of the gig. The crowd was going mental for them though, called Waldo's Gift. I have listened to them a little bit in case we did catch them, and they sounded pretty good, so a bit gutted we missed it, but I'm sure we'll catch up with them again at some point. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets came on, it was absolutely rammed, packed, full of, loads of students there, loads of people from different age groups up of mine, a bit older as well, so I had a good crowd. Proper up for it, so it was good. It was going back to like the good old days at uni, seeing loads of people there bouncing all over, stripping the tops off, dancing all hour, sweaty. The only thing different was probably there's no smoking now, so it wasn't smoke filled and it didn't stink of weed. Other than that, it was just like back in the good old days. Band come out, played a cracking set. I'll pop the set list up on here as well. If you want to check them out, but really good, engaged with the crowd, played a mixture of new songs and old songs, so people were proper into it. Crowd was like proper having a good time, so it was really good to see. Bouncing all over, drinks getting slung all over, just like a proper good university gig, but like they were back in the day. So really enjoyed it. Definitely would recommend going to see again. As I said earlier, when describing the band, I play a few different range of music really. So you got a bit like garage rock, a bit progressive rock, a bit stoner rock. It's psychedelic, it's bouncy. They've got some chilled out tunes as well. So you get a good range of music. Crowd was loving it from beginning to end. So really good. Definitely go and see them if you get the chance. If that's your type of music, then you'll not be disappointed by them. Cracking band. So, I'm try and do is feature the merch stand in each episode if I can. Some weeks there won't be any, so isn't it? This week I did have a good merch stand. I didn't get a video of it, but I did paint a picture of some of the merch that my lovely girlfriend bought us. Went away on the slide, go to the toilet, and then when we got home, she gave us a bag full of goodies. So, as you can see, I got this T-shirt. Absolutely brilliant, great artwork. If you go on their website, they've got all these T-shirts. There's loads of cracking ones, like really good quality, really good artwork, unique, stands out. So, definitely up there for one of the best T-shirts I've getting at a gig. Got a record. So this is not the newest album, but the one from before that. All signed by the band. Nice artwork. Got all the information, lyrics and everything on there. So that'll be going on repeat for the next few weeks. And then obviously I'll be looking at getting more by these because they're a cracking band, really enjoyed them and I want to get more into them. Also got like a record bag which Kirsty will keep herself, but cracking again, got nice artwork, really good quality. If you want a bag just to carry stuff in or carry your records in, then cracking. Had loads of great merch, to be fair. I had all sorts, like from jumpers and loads of different LPs and CDs and all sorts. So as I said, you can go on their website and there's loads of cracking merch on there, so get yourself on if you want a bit of goods from them. For this feature, I'm going to do like vinyl of the week. So every week I'll try and find like a bargain where I get like a vinyl for really cheap online or at charity shop or what have you. Or I might just pull one from my collection of vinyl and we'll have a little talk about that. Seeing as all at Newcastle University, I think it was one of the first gigs I ever went to there. Was a band called the Cooper Temple Claws. So this week I'm going to have a look at their debut album, See This Through and Leave. This was a cracking album at the time. It's still cracking now. Love it still. Really nice vinyl. Only came out a couple of years ago on a re-release, I think. I'm not too sure if you got it on vinyl at the time. But it's 2-sleeve. And it's got all the like covers of the singles and everything on there. I've got a few of these on CD kicking about somewhere as well. All the lyrics and everything on the sleeves. Really good album. Back in the day, got all the singles on: Filmmaker, Panzer Attack, Who Needs Enemies, Let's Kill Music, Been Training Dogs, some cracking songs, a Late Murder song. Really, really good album. If you haven't heard that one, then definitely get into it. It's like a bit like indie music, but maybe it's a bit more psychedelic. Got some dance bits in it. Pretty heavy. Really good album. Used to love it. One of my favourite albums back in the day. I haven't listened to it that much in years until I got that vinyl, and then that's been on quite a bit. So that's vinyl of the week. yeah, with these, hopefully we'll be getting better with each episode that we do. Um, Obviously, the first one might be a bit ropey while I get to learn a bit about how to, put them all together on the videos and just get used to talking on the screen and recording different things and thinking of new ideas and things like that. First few weeks, I'm just going to cover a few gigs that I've done in the last couple of months, um, talk about the venues and things. But I've got a load of gigs lined up for later in the year, and we'll be looking at covering, from big, massive bands. We've got like gigs at festivals. We're doing Nebworth for Iron Maiden. And I've got like the academies and things like that. We've got like Jethro Tull. We've got Richard Ashcroft. But I'll also be looking at covering like local bands, the local pubs and smaller venues, cover bands, anything that's a bit mad really. I've got a couple of mad gigs coming up. Like we've got a Lord of the Rings one where they're doing the music on an orchestra for Lord of the Rings, so that should be interesting. We've got one right down later in the year, Nick Cage Against the Machine, which is like a Rage Against the Machine cover band with some sort of Nick Cage impersonator as a singer or something like that. It sounds mad, so thought why not, we'll jump on that. But yeah, we'll be looking at covering like local bands as well, so discovering some, hidden gems or some local artists who's been kicking about for a while and play really good music, but they're not on everyone's horizon. So we'll hopefully find some cracking gigs there, different venues, all from different areas and different, stages, from local pubs or buskers nights all the way up to stadiums and festivals. But for now, thanks for tuning in. I'll pop links in the video so you can check out Psychedelic Porn Crumpets and Waldo's Gift, and you can check them out online and maybe sort of the merch. And if I've got any gigs coming up in your area, jump on them. I'll pop up links for my social medias, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you. Subscribe, all that. You know what I mean? Any help's great, and hopefully I'll be bringing you some good videos in the future. Thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great night.